The conquests of the Levant. The Islamic conquest of the Levant began during the reign of Caliph Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, who decided to fight the Byzantines after they attacked the army of Khalid ibn Sa'id ibn al-Az encamped in Taimah. He divided the Muslims into 4 separate armies, each of which consisted of approximately 8,000 fighters, directed toward a different part of the Levant. The first army was led by Shurahbil ibn Hassana and aimed at the Jordan Valley in southern Syria. The second army was led by Yazid ibn Abi Sufyan and aimed at Damascus. The third army was led by Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah and aimed at Homs. The fourth army was led by Amr ibn al-Az and aimed at Palestine. Abu Bakr told them that they would be independent if there was no need to unite, with each leading his own army and serving as the emir of the areas they conquered. However, if a unity meeting was necessary, the commander would be Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah. But when the Muslim armies reached the Levant, they found enormous Roman armies mobilized to meet them in all directions. When the Muslims heard of this, they decided to unite. Their armies gathered at Yarmouk and requested more reinforcements. Abu Bakr was confused and ordered Khalid ibn al-Walid to march against them with half of his soldiers from Iraq. Khalid made his famous march across the Syrian desert. On his way, he defeated the Ghassanids at the Battle of Marj Rahit and captured the city of Busra. After Khalid captured Busra, he headed with Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah to Damascus, where he laid siege. However, news reached him of the Roman hordes at Ajnadain, so he withdrew and gathered his entire armies there. The Muslim forces numbered 33,000 fighters, while the Romans numbered 100,000. The Battle of Ajnadain took place, in which the Romans were defeated and their commander, Wardan, was killed. During this phase of the conquest, Abu Bakr died. After Umar assumed the caliphate after him, he quickly removed Khalid ibn al-Walid from command of the conquest armies and appointed Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah in his place. Preparations for the battle. The fall of Homs and Baalbek occurred quickly after the conquest of Damascus, and Roman resistance to the Muslim armies became weak. After the conquest of Damascus, or more specifically during the siege of Homs before its conquest, Heraclius began mobilizing his forces in the Antioch region and northern Syria in late 635 AD, in preparation for a decisive battle. He had stationed himself in the city of Antioch, on the northern outskirts of Syria, to direct the war from there. He initiated a forced conscription campaign throughout the Byzantine Empire, sending orders to his governors in the provinces to recruit every man of age in the empire. Narrators describe the Byzantine armies marching to the Battle of Yarmouk. So many crowds came to him that the earth could not support. Heraclius initially did not want to enter the battle, but the people of Jazira, Kinasrin, and northern Syria insisted, so he agreed to fight them if they appeared, or else he would return to Constantinople. He appointed Vahan to command the armies, giving him 200,000 dirhams for this purpose. He then gave another 100,000 dirhams to each of his commanders. He addressed them before the battle, saying, "O Romans, the Arabs have conquered the Levant, and are not satisfied until they have invaded the farthest reaches of your lands. They will not be satisfied with land, cities, wheat, barley, gold, and silver, until they have taken captive sisters, mothers, daughters, and wives, and taken free men and the sons of kings as slaves. So protect your women, your sultan, and your kingdom." The Muslims had effective and powerful intelligence, so Abu Ubaidah knew early on all the Roman movements, their plans, and their routes. Commander Khalid ibn al-Walid employed a new system called the Karades. The warring armies. The Byzantine armies at the Battle of Yarmouk included many ethnic groups, including Russians, Slavs, Franks, Romans, Greeks, Georgians, Armenians, and Christian Arabs. Their forces were distributed among 5 armies of equal numbers, and their commanders were Vahan, king of Armenia, at the head of an Armenian army, and also the commander-in-chief of the Byzantine armies. Khan Tyr, a Russian prince at the head of a Slavic Russian army. Jabla ibn al-Ayham, king of the Ghassanids, at the head of an army of Arab Christians, in addition to Gregory and Derjan, at the head of 2 European armies. It is not known exactly who was the supreme commander of the army. One of the common accounts is that it was the Armenian king Vahan, but this is not entirely certain, and perhaps it was the squire Theodore.